Rina, have you ever made a poor financial decision, really?
You know, whenever you see somebody talking a lot about something, it's usually from a pain point. I've made horrible, and many. Let me start with one that I consider one of my big ones. So a friend of mine invited me to watch a production at, I love theatre. I have done many things in theatre, and so invites me to watch a new production at the Kenya National Kenya National Theatre. And it was fantastic, and you know, we came outside and I went to congratulate the team and just say, you guys have done a fantastic job. So he said, oh, I need to come see you because we want to grow this in certain ways, and came to see me in the office. And this friend of mine then shared how they needed some money, and could he borrow money, and then they'll pay me back in 10 months, and I would earn 25%, it was 20% every month. Yeah, 20% every month, because the returns were going to be amazing. So I was still in financial services when this conversation was happening, and I was like, yeah, sure. Let me think about it. So I thought about it. I asked him for their accounts. I even spoke to a lawyer, and I said, you know what? I think, let's see whether I can make this happen. And so I think the excitement, what drove me to give them my money was I had just sold a car, and I had 500,000 in my account, and my plan was to continue to invest that money and then eventually buy another car. And then unfortunately, I made a decision to lend my money to my friend. And I think I overlooked a few things. So first of all, the return they would make, I didn't look at the market, thinking through, okay, they're getting the money to buy DVDs rather, to then convert this thing into a DVD, a video sale. And I was like, where's the market for that? But I was in financial services. I just didn't take the time to do the math. Anyway, the point is, I lent a friend money and I got nothing back. And I ended up using matatus for a much longer period than I needed to, because they only paid me back a year later, like 20,000 shillings. I tried to take them to court. It was I was hurting so much emotionally because of that. And one day I was so overwhelmed, and I went to see my dad, and I said, I'm so angry. And he looked at me and he said, let me tell you something, my dear daughter, don't ever lend money to a friend or a relative. What you do is tell them that this is all I have, okay? But in your heart, know you're giving. You don't have any expectation to get the money back, because people just don't pay you back. And so that was a big lesson that I learned.